And ladies and gentlemen on YouTube also, we are going trucking. Yes. Now, this truck is interesting. You cannot get it in the shop anymore. It's only available used. So if you want it, you got to wait till it comes in used. I think they've done the same with the older Western Star, the 4700X or whatever. And then also with the Peterbilt and Kenworth, I think it's the same thing. You can't get these trucks anymore from the dealerships. You have to buy them used, which is interesting choice, but I'm glad I found one because I love this truck. So let's go ahead and find a Jorb. Did I get moved back to Moab? Oh no, they left me in Billings. Okay. And I've got all this stuff. Pocatello. That might be a pretty drive. I love Idaho. We could also go to Butte. Billings. I know it's Butte. I know. I'm just kidding. Okay, well, we'll take some chemicals to Pocatello. Pocatello. Synchronized. All right. I don't know why I've got my beacons on. That was... I don't need them. Oh, is it nighttime? I guess it is almost nighttime. We'll get the load and then we'll stop overnight. Lights on. Look how good that truck looks, though. That is a sweet looking rig. Sweet emotion. All right. Quit sniffing me, dog. I'm trying to... I have my hand under the table so I can, like, be comfortable while controlling it. And the dog is, like, trying to lick my hands. I think this is the entrance. Am I going out the in? In the out? In the outie? It's the Gark. I would if I had a nose in my fingers. See? 1 minute you're hunting, the next minute you're trucking. It's almost like real life. Love the sound of the engine on this truck. It's so smooth. The hunting trucker. We're just going to go straight, actually. I don't know why it wouldn't just take us this way in the first place. No, turn left, turn right, turn left again. Or just go around a curve. I'm crossing, the train crossing. Oh, look, there's a caboose. A caboose. Those of you from the younger generation probably don't even know what that is. You get some strong smells. Oh, God. Okay. Maybe that's the case, Cameo. Maybe that's the case. I heard rumor, though, but the game will probably follow suit, that they aren't, they're not going to, Peterbilt's not going to make the 379 anymore. I gotta sneeze. Which would be sad. Oh, the W900, okay. Oh, I thought those were not available either. I apologize. So this is the only truck that you can get only used. Okay. Thank you, 44. What just went on the floor there, babe? Did BB go to bed? Poor little BB. 2007? Okay. Oh, so that's been off the table for a while then. Oh, but the 389 is still being made. Okay. Okay, it's no longer split window. The W990. Okay. I'm trying. Oh, I went in the wrong place. Excuse me. Excuse me. Listen to that gorgeous engine. 600 horsepower right there. I put only the good stuff in. I did upgrade it right away because I want to be able to do heavy hauls. So I was like, put that big engine in there. Yeah, it sucks because those were the cool trucks. I mean, they'll be around for a while because guys are still running them, but I suppose the new body styles probably get better mileage. We are in a state of confusion, Coon-Man. Right now we are in Montana. And we're going to be heading to Idaho. I cannot see Jack. There you go. This truck does not have. When I have my IR tracker on, I can lean and I can see around the exhaust. But for the joystick, like, it doesn't do it. All right, let's go ahead and pull forward. And we're gonna stop for the night at the first place we can find. These are the plans we're given. Hands were given. Use them and let's start trying to make this a world worth living in. 625 horsepower. I will say it's pretty funny when I go to all these different trucking places. They just, like, engines laying around, transmissions laying around, like in real life. Like, they just do it like that. They needs a new engine, just plop that one out and put a new one in. It's not an uncommon thing to see in the trucking world. Motor swaps and stuff like that. Ryan's car is still not working. I told you guys about him buying that Toyota. They got it. They rebuilt the transmission, but left some parts out, and they found that it still was making weird noises, and so he brought it back and was like, no, it's still not fixed. Like, it was making like metal grating noises. So they took the transmission all apart, and they're like, you know what? It turns out that, like, there were a bunch of bad bearings in the transmission itself, and so they're completely, like, they're just going to give him a whole new transmission. So he's getting a brand new transmission from Toyota, which is cool. Like, it wasn't the clutch that was bad, it was the actual transmission. Oh my gosh. Oh, like, because you bought an aftermarket one? That's hilarious. Oops. I don't have any paid for content. I used to have the Mexico one, but it didn't update with one of the things, and I just never put it back in again. But I had that, whatever the Mexican improvement one was. It was a pretty good project. All right. We are headed for Idaho. Idaho. Oh, Ash. How's the puppy? The Pister 389. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool, cameo. Red West. And South. Oh, now, Jay. All I know is there's a lot of potatoes in Idaho. Speaking of potatoes, I for some reason I reinstalled World of Tanks, but I need to fix the internet before I start playing it again. I'll do some bot battles, but well, it's not a bad name for a state because the state was named like 150 years before, or 100 years before that word meant what it is, what it meant. So that word meant a tool used to dig up potatoes, not what it means now. Train. Right, and there's an E on the end of that. HOE. But it's the same thing, yeah. That's where that term comes from. I don't know why, but that's, yeah. But that's, I don't know why, and I probably don't want to know why they say that, but anyways, moving on, right. When is the draft? Did it happen already? No, then it would be worse. I do think you can play VR. Oh, second round of the picks for tonight? Okay. I'm pretty sure that you can play VR with Truck Sim. But I'm not positive. Enter key to rest. No, we're done. We're done resting. I need to... my air brakes are low. I gotta wait. Sometimes putting on the air brakes... Oh. No. Why? I need to be able to accelerate. Put the truck in neutral there. You need to build up the air brakes just like you do in a train. Gonna wait a minute until that pressure builds back up again. I just love the way this truck looks. It's so beautiful. Okay, it's an experimental, but it does work. Look at that beautiful rig. And I love the colors. That's the color scheme of my dreams. I don't know. Can you get the turbo wing for this truck? I don't think you can. I'll have to look and see. I don't think I have that unlocked yet. I do love the turbo wing. And you don't see those anymore, man. Except for maybe in Canada. There's a mod. Okay, so it is a mod that you have to do it. Look at how gorgeous that truck is. own truck in. Maybe stay on the road though. Ooh, look at those buttes. Take it up to 60. Once again, I tried to go about 10 miles an hour under the speed limit. It kind of makes the traffic flow a little bit smoother. White Sulphur Springs. I've never seen White Sulphur. Hey babe, can you turn that down just a fraction? Thank you. That's so much better, just like that. More. It's so loud. Why are you watching on my phone? Less. Turn it back up. I'm just kidding. Don't. That was a joke. No, turn that. Come on. Oh, my wife. Sometimes. Looks like we're going to pass Butte anyway. Oh, we're on. Is this 90? Yeah, this is 90. Huh. Why, I was flying over 90 in Cleveland on Flight Sim. And then I realized that it's taking up 2/3 of my hard drive and I removed it. Because to be honest with you, the experience on Flight Sim with a Xbox controller leaves some things to be desired. And yes, I'm being fussy. I feel like we're going awfully fast. And I can't imagine going another 10 miles an hour on this very curvaceous road. Now, I thought we were in Montana. Where are we in? Maybe we were in Wyoming. Because now we're going into Bozeman. So now we're in Montana. Interesting. So I apologize. Bozeman. Oh, look at the truck and train action going on. I told my wife, I'm like, if you look for jobs in Montana. I would love to live in Montana. It's so pretty. Look at those mountains. Look for jobs in Bozeman, honey. Oh, there. Why is he selling his PC? Didn't he just get that thing? I got a monitor for sale. I don't know if you saw. I dropped the price. It's down to $500. Those things are $2,400 refurbished. It's a good deal. Oh my God. Why? Just play the dang games. Quit worrying about what platform you're using. Buy a platform, go with it, play games, enjoy. It's not like you're going to get a performance improvement going to AMD. No offense. Unless you're buying like the really top end stuff, it's about the same or worse. And it's not cheaper if you buy the Intel stuff first, sell it for half, and then go back and buy the AMD version. That's a little slower, but it costs less. You still spend double the money. Whatever. I just don't understand that. Made it through the lights. Yeah, but once again, don't you have to spend quite a bit of money to get to that level? And what's better? That's the other question too. If you've got I think he had an i9, or well, it was an i7, but it was like a current generation i7.
I thought he had an i9.
And you're going to go to a Ryzen that's like what, 3% faster? So you might get 2 frames a second. I guess, yeah. I myself would be included in that Avalon since I apparently have no money ever. Yeah, honey?
She's been sat there whining because she wants to sit there and now she won't get up.
Who, Eliza?
No.
Oh. Oh, she's in bed. The dog. Yeah, it's not fun editing on a laptop. Yeah. That's what I always look at. It's like, I look at reliability, which I think the newer AMDs are more reliable than they used to be. I think Intel has also become less reliable than they used to be. Performance edge, it does seem like AMD currently does have an edge on the performance side of things. And they're also cheaper. So I don't know what if I were to build a computer like right now and I had an unlimited budget, I honestly probably still would go the Intel NVIDIA route because I know it's going to work. Right. And that's how I feel too. I know it'll work. Yeah, it's been working on and off. It goes off after like 5 minutes. If I'm going to do an experimental build like that, I don't know. I've done a couple AMD builds and they were fine. They definitely didn't have the longevity of the Intel builds, but we're talking years ago. I don't know. That's a hard one. It really is. It's tough. Yeah, I don't know what I would do if I was to build a new one. I expect to get 3 to 5 years out of a computer. So, and in this case, because we're beyond broke, I'm hoping to get more. So that computer, my big computer, is put away right now. And sadly, by the time I get it out, it might be too old to really be, aside from hard drive space and maybe editing, it might be too old because we're already moving into the 5000 series cards. So it looks like we might have to do a weight check up ahead. Oh no, we're clear, thankfully. We are turning left here. That trailer's gonna be sticking out in the other lane. Is that guy turning left too? He must be turning left. Can you get by? Nope, he is turning left. Okay. That guy's sensor is going beep, 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 beep. I don't know if they have those or not. Do semi-trucks have sensors in the trailers? Probably not. Not unless it's a custom trailer owned by you. Yeah, if I build a new computer, I might go for a Ryzen chip, a processor, but I don't think I would go for the AMD graphics cards. I'd have to look. I'd have to do some serious research into like streaming and all that stuff. I don't know. I know they can play games well, but I'm not sure how they hold up with the streaming stuff because I know Nvidia's got a lot of very specific things that they add for streamers. And obviously, I think AMD does too, but I'm not sure about that. Just like, what are the tensor cores or whatever they have that are designed specifically on the NVIDIA's for streaming and like shadow play and stuff like that. And you can take advantage of that with OBS. It has what's that called? The encoders are built into like OBS and stuff like that. And I don't see an encoder for AMD stuff. It just, you have to just set it like on software. So to me that says it's not it'd be good, okay for gaming, but not okay for streaming. But maybe they do. Maybe I'm just missing it. Okay, so just this just the cabs do, or the tractors do, but the trailers don't. This is really, see, isn't this beautiful? Like Montana is just gorgeous. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of money. But then again, my stupid video card was, at the time I bought it, was $2,500 just for the video card, so that would have been about $1,000. Yeah. Or a little bit more than 1,000 pounds. It's coming soon, isn't it, Gator? I think they keep talking about it. You don't like the sensors? It makes trouble for the trucker if you got some idiot that wants to pull in front of you and slow down. It makes a very dangerous situation for the trucker because he can't go, and it can cause the truck to stop in the middle of the freeway, which leads to accidents. Oh, it's so pretty. Well, that too, yeah. I was thinking more about, and I've seen videos where this happens, where some jack donkey pulls in front of a trucker and slams on his brakes, and the trucker is forced to slam on his brakes and stop in the middle of the freeway, and and he literally can't go, which could cause a massive accident. So I never understood people that did that. Like, you just don't freaking, yeah, right. We got dash cams, right? Don't brake check semis. You're an idiot if you brake check a semi. Or you're an idiot if you brake check anyway. I understand people get angry at each other, but going after a semi, you're just, it's a total case of you've been messing with the bull and now here come the horns. I'm not sure where this is, but boy, is this a pretty route. Yeah. Right, because you can't control what's going on behind you. So when somebody does that, you kind of have to push them out of the way, because you could end up with another semi coming up the back of your semi and killing everybody. So I've never tried that, Porter. I know that some of my cars have had it, but I always turn it off. I turn off the lane assist and the brake assist and all that stuff. I don't want that going on. I just want it off. Occasionally, if I have a long trip, I'll turn the lane assist on because it helps you not get tired. One thing people don't realize is that while reducing, while lane assist can make you sleepy, because you're not maybe holding onto the wheel as tight, in actuality, it actually can help you not get fatigued because pulling hard on a steering wheel for hours on end can actually make you tired. So, right, exactly, Avalon, right. Oh, that's Cole Porter for Audi. 35 miles an hour. Let's get that speed down. Okay, are we entering into Idaho here? What does this say? West Yellowstone. Oh, that's pretty. Little tourist town. The Stampede Motel. Yellowstone National Park is straight ahead. Vacation land. Ooh, mac and cheese sounds good, Jay. Chew! Sorry. Yep. I mean, if you're dumb enough, that's... I just... Yeah, I had a pastor one time who, I don't know what he did, and he said it was his fault. He was like, it wasn't the trucker's fault. Chicken fries and onion rings in the air fryer. There you go. But he, I don't know if he fell asleep at the wheel. Somehow, he came across the left side of the semi, or no, the right side, and got in front of the semi truck. Like his car got knocked sideways, and the semi was pushing him down the road. And the semi truck didn't know he was there because his car, it was a little car. It was like a Corolla or something like that, like an old Corolla, like one of those small ones, almost like a go-kart. And it pushed the car sideways. The trucker knew that something was wrong because the truck was slowing down, but he just took his time and got over. And of course the pastor was like, of course in the car I was like, like please stop, like, and the guy had no idea he was there. When he pulled over, he saw the car in front of him, and he's like, oh my gosh, like, I'm sorry. And he's like, no, it was my fault, and I'm sorry too. You gotta have, yeah, especially when you're driving a semi truck, you have to have a dash cam. Yeah, you can't stop a loaded truck. Yeah, I'm sure she didn't do it on purpose, Porter. But when you have a loaded double B truck, you're not going to stop it in time if somebody brake checks you. Which you see it happen on YouTube all the time. People do it. The trucks just can't stop in time. And get in trouble. Yep, now we're down into Idaho. I'd be interested to look at Idaho as a place to live. Seems like it's just a very beautiful state. I don't know about the temperatures and stuff. right? And now you got a multiple car pile up. You have to make the choice to, yeah, I'm going to have an accident. This is going to be, doing this is going to be the least, it's going to have the least impact on everything else. You kind of have to choose now. One time, this is funny, off topic. One time, I was driving somewhere, either to or from work. There was a guy in a pickup truck, and I don't remember. I think it was it was a small pickup truck, like before the Colorado, so it must have been like a Ranger or like an S10. And he fell asleep. He was in the other on the other side of the freeway, and it was one of those open with grass in between, and it was 2 lanes each way. And the guy must have fallen asleep at the wheel, and he had the cruise control on. So I watched the truck. It swerved into the grass median, like made a curve around over to our side of the freeway at a 90-degree angle. So he was like basically almost going to jump onto over our part of the freeway. The guy just so lucked out. He landed. He came up, and I think at that point, by then he was awake because he's in the median and realizing, oh my God, I'm going off the road. And he jammed the steering wheel to the left so that he wasn't crossing the freeway or wasn't going into the traffic, but he was going to end up hopefully heading the same way. And the truck jumped and landed, and when it landed on the front wheels, and because he had them turned, he basically turned heading the same direction we were. The back wheels came down, and he was like, and he nailed it. He saved it, and he ended up staying in the same direction as we were going, and then carefully blinkered his way across and stopped and pulled over. But it was like, oh my God, but he totally he saved it. It was crazy. Right. Well, yeah, and I think of course that woke him up, but it happened fast enough that he was in the lane. He probably fell asleep in the lane and then just went over. By the time you woke up and realized what was happening, he was already in the median. But man, that was crazy. I'm trying my best to stay in the middle. Don't brake check semi-trucks in America or in Europe. For the European truckers, it's even scarier because they don't have that hood. I've seen videos of those guys hitting cars and flying out of the cabs if they don't have their seatbelts on. That's the only downside with those cab overs. There's no crumple zone, man. You are the crumple zone. Right, sure. Most truckers do. You slow as fast as you can, but if they exceed that, there's not a whole lot you can do. It's not fun being a trucker, especially with the way people drive nowadays. let's get back on the freeway here. And there we go. We're going to Arco, and I think it's Pocatello, not Pocatello, but I could be wrong. Hot Pocatello. Oops. I looked that way and ended up turning too much this way. There we go. And we're in Idaho Falls, okay. The historic downtown. Arco. I wonder what Arco is. That's the city, or maybe it's some business. You can tell I didn't have a nap today. A little CP time. Time for CPs after this run. Shelley, next right. Yes, that's why they don't allow tractors and like mopeds and stuff on the freeway. Because there is a minimum. There's a legal minimum. I don't know if people realize that or not, but there are freeways do have legal minimums. So usually it's posted small on the sign. If it's good, they're going to do it. It'll say like minimum 55. But most freeways do have a minimum of 55 miles an hour, which it's kind of hard because like I know when I towed my camper, there were a lot of times when I couldn't keep it going 55, especially through Indiana. Like those roads were so bad, I couldn't get it over 50 miles an hour because you'd start bouncing, and the truck and the trailer were like, it was going to break something, like the hitch or something. So I had to slow way down to the point where the trucks were going around us. But my truck really is not capable of pulling that trailer, or the trailer, much more than 50 miles an hour on most road conditions, 55 miles an hour. It'll get up to 70, but that's when you're coasting. So, whoa. Hi, wife.
Whatever.
Boing, boing. What?
Whatever.
What, I diss you or something? Why are you getting all attitude? Whatever. Whatever. Bang, bang. But it was scary. The truck and trailer, man, every time a semi would pass, it would try to suck my trailer to the other lane. It was just so, like, frightening. It was like, stop it. Every time they go by, they're like, oh, holding on for dear life. Oh no, I'm supposed to go right here, and I got that semi under my, sorry, I've been trying. Oh, I ran him over, I hit him. Whoops. Moni had to sell her computer so that we could pay the bills. So probably not in the near future. We won't talk about that. Let's see, but on an interstate, 15 to 70 is too slow unless you are off to the side. Yeah, correct. Yeah, exactly. Now, most of the, yes, I do. It's packed in my backpack, Jay. I probably won't take it out until I have my own studio. I don't want it to get broken, and those things are freaking expensive now. So I think they're over $200 for the set. So it's in my computer backpack in the back of my truck, like packed away. And once I have my own studio, or my own office or whatever, I'll get it back out again. But it's staying put until then. I've got my monitor up for sale right now, so I'm not going to have that either. So unless nobody buys it, which right now it doesn't seem like anyone's going to buy it. So I've got no bites on it whatsoever, and I don't want to. I'm not going to sell it for less than $500. So there's no point, because it's not going to pay any bills if I sell it for below that, and it's not. It's worth $2,500. So it's like I'd be stupid to sell it for less than 500. Like if someone offers 300, I'm not gonna do it because it's too low. Yeah, nope, it's here in my trailer. It's sitting next to the bed. Oh, this lane ends. Dang it. So once again, folks, if you enjoy the videos, the streams, all that good stuff, your buy me a coffee. It helps us out. The link is in the description. It's also down at the bottom there. And your donations go to help pay for the bills. I got to pay a monthly payment on this laptop so that we can continue to make videos. And the only way I can do that is if you guys help out. So buy me a coffee. That helps us out. That's why I put that up there. I really wish I would have come around the other way, because now I'm going to have to back in blind, though I'm doing it from the outside, so it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I got both of my monitors here with me because I wasn't sure how fast it would be that we'd turn around and get everything set up. And after the first week of streaming with the computer in here in this tiny little trailer, it was like, okay, this is definitely not going to work. So I picked up a laptop and put the monitors away, and they haven't come out since. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I could try that too. The Be My Tracker. Yep. That was my wife saying that. Squirtle, what are you doing in the bathroom, dog? D to the O to the G. Alright. There's my nasty parking job. Squirtle, what are you doing? Oh. Alright, so we're going to take the trailer off. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We got to see some of Montana, some of Idaho. We had fun driving around. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great night, and we will see you again tomorrow night, hopefully for Star Citizen. I love all ya. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up help a lot too, and I will see you next time. Have a good night.